Hey y'all, I just wanted to mention this meditation that I've found really, really useful. It's called the Crystal Countdown, and basically you start at 7 all the way down to 1. Um, and it's really important to visualize each number and each color, but I think the color is the most important part. So it goes 7 is red, 6 is orange, 5 is yellow, 4 is green, 3 is blue, and then 2 is like a dark, dark purple. Like you think of like the sky on a really beautiful night, just really that deep midnight purple. And then 1 is like the opposite of that, like the lightest purple you could think of, like an orchid is sometimes mentioned. And both those last two are like divinity. So trying to manifest that like divine energy within those colors is really important. But yeah, like when you do it, you basically, like if you're starting at red, right? You start and you count. For me personally, I don't really think about the numbers as much. For me, I really focus on each color, and you just try to visualize that color in your mind so that it's like the whole mind's eye is just red. And you could like picture like a stop sign or like a red apple or some shit like that. But until you fully see the color, don't move on. And that's the trick. It really gets you into this Zen place. It's basically like all of the chakras. So each color is a certain level of frequency, and you're raising your vibration as you're going along. It's been really useful for me, being able to do any sort of workings within yourself or channeling or any bullshit like that. Super helpful. And once you get into that, what they call it is alpha, you get into that alpha state and you do your working, you maybe just sit with yourself, whatever you were planning on doing for your meditation. Connecting with that higher self is really what it's for. So whatever you want to do that's going to connect you with yourself, whether you want to like ask your higher self some questions, which is always a good thing, or if you want to focus on a certain part of your body that needs healing. Like if you have a headache, you could go into the alpha and you'll actually be able to hover above where your headache is and just visualize that pain just dissipating. Stuff like that is what you could do in alpha. But yeah, once you get into alpha, you have to count yourself out. And that's like an important part, only because you could stay in alpha and then slowly like leave. But when you count yourself out, it's an intentional thing, and it keeps the alpha space holy. It reminds you that you're leaving. These are all rituals that we're using to communicate with our subconscious. So counting yourself out is important. If you don't have time to, if you're like in a rush and you just had enough time to do your whatever you were going to do in alpha, that's okay. Just try not to make a habit of it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I just want to say. It's called the Crystal Countdown. And I'll say it again. It goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, dark ass purple, and then light purple. Yeah.